I want to ask you to respond to John and Zellini's comment, but hang on before you answer. He says, "Don't stay and fight for America when things get tough. Run for another country. Please do not return, coward." Ooh, burn. All right. After
If
after
you
I
want
tell,
to,
hang
if
on.
this is a controlled demolition. I
Okay,
had
hang on, Jim.
several. Go ahead.
Hang on
Hmm.
before you answer. All right. Hang on, everybody. You got to stay tuned for Jim's answer. All right. I want to make sure everybody knows I have a P.O. box now. All right. P.O. Box 3355, Denellen, Florida, 34432. Send me some mail. Send me your loose change. Send me a lottery ticket. Send me some pictures of the kids. Don't send me anything creepy that you made with cutouts from magazine articles like the letters that serial killers use. Also, probably don't send me anything edible because even though you're probably an awesome person, I'm not going to eat it for fear and paranoia that you are trying to poison me. That's just who I am. So I would love to hear from you. Some people don't like to use credit cards online. It's a great way to just send me a couple bucks if you want. If every single person who watches videos sent $1 a month, not only would it help buy groceries and whatnot, but I could probably hire a producer and we could like really churn out content. $1 a month. If every single person, $1 a month. Okay, Jim, are you a coward? Did you just flee? Did you leave us all behind?
Well, I guess all the people that came over on the Mayflower were cowards too. So there comes a point when a ship is sinking when they call for abandoned ship. I mean, you can be like a Japanese admiral and go down with the ship if you want to. But I've got several friends that are very high in special forces. Like we're talking top of the chain, and they're just like, dude, it's beyond repair. So if I'm going to go where I'm treated best, and I have the right to choose where I live and where I go. I don't know if being a coward, you driving across, 5 borders in Central America through cartel towns and all that. Maybe I'm a coward for doing that. Going to a country where I don't speak the language, that definitely sounds like something a coward would do. You have every right to call me a coward. Good for you. God bless you. But the ship is sinking and you can stay and fight. But I personally would rather go somewhere else where I'm going to be treated well. And I have the opportunity to build some new communities and be around like-minded people. Everybody has the right to do what they like. But the United States has printed so much money and it put itself behind the 8 ball. It's beyond help at this point. And it's just a matter of how long it's going to take for things to disintegrate. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm dead wrong. I hope that everything that I've said here turns out to be not true. I love the United States. I love what it used to stand for. I'm actually a Canadian as well. I grew up in Canada. I'm a dual citizen. I love what Canada used to stand for, but I just, for me, I'm going to go where I'm treated best. I come to Nicaragua. If they leave me alone, let me mind my own business and allow me to, stimulate the local economy by hiring some locals. And I want to live an outdoor lifestyle. I want to live in a place where I can afford to live and have a really nice house on the beach. I can't do that in the United States. So I have the right to move with my feet and vote with my dollars, and I'm going to do that. And if you call me a coward for that, so be it. I'm a coward then, and so were everyone on the Mayflower, and so was everyone that got off the Titanic, and so was everyone that got off the battleship Bismarck. I guess they should have just stayed on the ship and fought for it.
If you are looking for an amazing wine, if you're looking for a way to support my work, I have a 2-in-1 deal for you. Go to AllisonWinePromo.com. You get 50% off my favorite wines and 50% off shipping. These are extremist altitude wines from between 6,000 and 9,000 feet in Argentina, extremely remote regions. The grapes work so hard for you. I would say they ne'er do work harder than any other grape out there probably for you. So you want hardworking grapes, hardworking podcaster, hardworking mom, and you don't have to work hard because you can just sit in your chair and watch all of this while you're drinking some amazing wine, or you're going to bring it to grandma because she voted the wrong way. She got the wrong shot. She did whatever you thought was wrong. Now you think, you know what? Let's let bygones be bygones. It's Christmas time to get together. She'll forget everything with one glass of AllisonWinePromo.com. So go get that wine, support the work. You can also go to twinenginecoffee.com/Allison, where we have some amazing roasts, light roast, dark roast. They're all USDA certified organic. They are also extremist altitude, really pro-free speech company, small family owned, and from Nicaragua, the place we're talking about today. They also have a tea. They take the fruit that's around the coffee bean and dry it out, and I love it. It's called Katura tea. I like to cold brew mine. It's pretty low caffeine and high in antioxidants. Goes great with some lemon, and a great way to refresh yourself if you are technically in winter in Florida, or Jim's winter, which is like 80 degrees. Finally, got some vitamin D or omegas, or you need some, you can go to greenpasture.org and use the promo code Allison10, or just check out the affiliate links in the description. There's plenty of other products. The affiliate link will take you directly to Green Pasture, and all I have to do is shop around. However, if you just go to greenpasture.org and you use the promo code Allison10 at checkout, that is another great way to support my work. I have been taking the fermented cod liver oil, butter oil blend for, I don't know, 13 years. I healed cavities naturally with this product. I love this company. They brought me out to the Wise Traditions conference for the Weston A. Price Foundation this last year. I got to meet all kinds of amazing doctors and scientists and researchers and stuff. So love the company, greenpasture.org, and it's just a bunch of great products there. The chat. Oh no, you know what? It was Rumble question. What book would you recommend to learn about the fall of the Roman Empire?
Well, there's a book called Controlled Demolition by a guy named Jeff Berwick, the Dollar Vigilante. I've read several books. I can't remember off the top of my head what the title of it is, but Jeff Berwick's book Controlled Demolition. It's on Amazon. It's an incredible book, and he goes through all the details from the and also the Creature from Jekyll Island is a good one. That's a great book to read about central banks and basically what they're doing to what a racket it is. So, but just history in general. If you just study, if you listen to Colonel McGregor, he talks a lot about the fall of the Roman Empire and what their, the confusion that they went through and all the, the immorality and the just the craziness that their culture went through during and leading up to the collapse. And, them hiring, bringing other people into the military, just all sorts of the rich living extravagantly at the expense of the poor, just all the things stacking up together, So I think the censoring of people like look at what they're doing to RFK Jr., trying to run him off the ballot and keep him out of the election. I mean, that's just crazy. It's like RFK Jr. is not what I'd call a right-wing conservative, but he's asking questions and he's standing up to the narrative. He's standing up to big pharma. He's standing up to the military industrial complex, and anybody that does that is going to get mowed over like grass.
All right, let's see what everybody else on the editorial board's asking you about, Jim, at AllisonMorrow.locals.com. First question. What is the connection with the linked article? I see increasing intolerance and name calling and outright hatred all across the board. Someone in my book club asked if humans were really that bad, then later said if she had a chance to kill Trump, she would. Oh, man.
I know.
I guess ridiculous. It is. Critical thought. I'm sure you would have asked yourself, but just in case, please ask what research he used and how he selected the town country he fled to.
Well, I talked to a lot of different people. I also did a lot of reading and watching different videos. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube. The company I chose is Grand Pacifica. They've been around for 25 years. I met with the CEO personally and talked with him. I came down here and visited. I talked to a lot of the local people. I hired a driver, though I met through a friend, and he took me to a lot of the local people. For example, where I'm at right now, I talked to some of the locals that lived through the Civil War. The place I'm at right now is so remote. They're like, they didn't even know there was a Civil War going on. They didn't even know there was COVID. They just knew that the tourists weren't here, And so the problem with like Nicaragua is there's so much. The United States is not like Nicaragua because Nicaragua does not do what the United States tells it to do. Nicaragua does what's best for its people. They've done an incredible job, despite U.S. sanctions, building an incredible healthcare system here. The infrastructure is great. The roads are great. The border people at the border were highly professional. They were very kind. The people here are wonderful. They're one of the safest countries in the world. They're even ranked safer than Canada. The only thing they have here is a little bit of petty theft because it is a third world country, but the people here are wonderful. And that's basically why I chose I would compare it to Costa Rica 30 years ago. Essentially, that's one of the reasons I came down here is so I could build a gym on the beach. And that's the main reason I'm here is I want to train people still. There's a big expat community here that I can work with. And I want to live